Hello guys, welcome to Amazon TV. I hope you're okay. As guys, today I want us to discuss this tension that is happening between South Africans and Ghanaians. It gets to a point that those people who are not happy about the relationship between South Africans and Ghanaians are celebrating, are happy now because of some individuals that are causing tension, that are causing a molehill to be a mountain. Really, I don't understand why this thing is becoming a big issue. For one Ghanaian who was caught roaming around the streets of South Africa without papers. Of course, it's not allowed. It's a law of the country that you cannot walk around without papers. Even a South African is not allowed to walk on the streets of Ghana without having proper documents. Those are the laws of our countries. So right now, it's as if both countries are fighting. This thing has become so big in such a way that even our governments now are involved. Why is it like that? The relationship between South Africans and Ghanaians will still be there. We will not allow enemies to celebrate just because of one Ghanaian that was having a problem with the 2 or 3 South Africans. And that Ghanaian guy was not beaten by anyone. People need to understand that it doesn't mean that because we are friends, we have to do things anyhow. We have to respect each other. We have to respect each other's home. You cannot just walk into your friend's bedroom without knocking. You know the rules of his or her house. So we have to know our boundaries as friends. It doesn't mean that because you are my best friend, I have to invade your privacy. No, it doesn't work like that. So people now, they are taking this thing too far. See now, look at them. They are fighting each other. Before they said they are together, they are fighting Nigerians. Of course, we have to continue fighting those who are causing all this problem. Because even now, this thing came to this point because of Nigerians who are busy doing all these bad things in South Africa. Of course, it was caused by them because of their bad behavior and the disrespect. And this is causing other foreigners to be affected because of these Nigerians who are doing all these things. But I'm happy because some Ghanaians, they understand what is going on here. There's nothing to fight about. There's nothing at all to fight about. And even the president of Ghana was not supposed to take this thing too far. Instead, he was supposed to blame himself for allowing this guy to be in South Africa, to come and hustle in South Africa. Why? Because he is failing to chase away all those Nigerians who are taking Ghanaians opportunities in Ghana, taking Ghanaians jobs in Ghana. He was supposed to blame himself for that because this guy cannot just leave Ghana, run to South Africa if everything was okay in Ghana. They're allowing Nigerians to take all the opportunities. We are seeing videos each and every day here, Ghanaians complaining that Nigerians are taking all the markets, they're taking the businesses, they're doing this and that's exactly what they're doing here in South Africa. So the president of Ghana was supposed to blame himself for that. This guy left Ghana looking for greener pastures in South Africa. Why? Because Ghana is flooded by the same Nigerians who are celebrating, who are enjoying now this tension between South Africa and Ghana. You see? So for me, guys, I would say please don't allow them to celebrate. There's nothing to fight about here. If that Ghanaian is in South Africa illegally, of course he's supposed to have proper documents to be in South Africa. And as a South African, if tomorrow I decide to move to Ghana, I have to make sure that my papers are correct. Everything that is required in Ghana by the government of Ghana, everything is okay. I cannot just say because we are friends, I'll just move to Ghana anyhow. No, I will not do that. We will not do that as South Africans. I know some people will argue that, but South Africans, when they leave their country to go to other countries, it's because they are scarce skilled. They are needed in that country for the skill that they are having. They don't just move to go and sell tomato on the streets, to go and open a spaza shop the same way that other Africans are doing in South Africa. So guys, we have to respect that. For our friendship to grow, if you love someone, you tell him or her the truth. You don't hide things from that person. So we need to tell each other the truth. If you are wrong, you are wrong. Whether you are my best friend, you are my family member, I need to tell you the truth so that everything will be okay. So this thing that is happening now is childish. It's childish to us as South Africans and Ghanaians. We cannot spoil our friendship. We cannot spoil our relationship because of one Ghanaian who was moving around the streets of South Africa without papers. So we have to make sure we fix that problem.
South Africa living in Ghana. Leave. We also want to build our country. We want to reset our country. We want to do something for our country. Leave. Nigerians, leave. Can you people leave? Nigerians, can you people leave? You are the cause of all this. You Nigerians are the cause of all this. You people are evil by birth. I don't know which God created you people. Can you leave our country? Nigerians living in Ghana, can you people leave? Can you people leave our country? Enough of you people. You are the cause of all this. Leave.
Ghanaians are being emotional about this whole situation. And I want to tell you something, my Ghanaian people and the content creators who have joined in. All of a sudden, I've seen so many content creators, great content creators, who have caught the attention because of the stereotype that South Africans are xenophobic, you know. So now everybody is like, oh, what happened? First of all, there was no Ghanaian who was beaten. Even today, I saw him. He did a video with the ambassador of Ghana to South Africa, and he said he's fine. He said it in a Ghanaian language, so most people did not even understand what he said. But he said he's fine. He said he's good, and he even said that people should try to live in South Africa legally. So that guy even was fine. If he was the one that was beaten in the video, do you think he was going to look strong and be walking like that? He would have been in the hospital. He'll be having crutches. So the evidence is clear. So this should tell you that it was a propaganda that was being spread by some Nigerians who feel like they want to shift the attention from them, because the tension on them was too high and they didn't like it. So instead of them to stop their bad behavior, they would rather use social media to cause misinformation. And that is how a lot of people fall prey to it. Now, all these content creators, Kojo Sheldon and all these people, I want to understand, have you ever gone into the marketplace to find out if what Ghanaians are saying about how Nigerians are competing in the marketplaces, in the retail businesses with Ghanaians? There are Ghanaians who have experienced seriousness, xenophobia in Nigeria that they don't talk about. But all these things is what we have to say. There are Nigerians in Ghana right now who are doing videos and insulting Ghanaians, saying they are lazy. So Ghanaians, your focus is not South Africans. Your focus is Nigerians. Let's come back. Enough of the South African issue. Let's focus on the real issues. Okay, please.
So you see the reason why I'm blaming the president of Ghana. He's coming out to condemn what is happening to Ghanaians in South Africa. He is not condemning what Nigerians are doing to Ghanaians. They're taking their businesses, competing with them in the market, all those things. Instead of him to listen to Ghanaians when they are complaining about the competition between themselves and Nigerians, no, he's not doing that. Until Ghanaians, because those people we hear, I've never stayed with them, but we hear that they are people of peace. If they see that the country is overcrowded, because the Ghana is the smallest country just like us in South Africa, if they see that their small country is becoming overcrowded by this competition from Nigeria, millions of Nigerians are flooding into their country, they run away. They run away to where? South Africa and other countries. But instead of the president of Ghana to listen to his people who are complaining about these people who are flooding their country, to say, no, guys, we cannot tolerate this because Ghanaians right now are suffering. No, he's blaming South Africa, reminding South Africa of the help they rendered to South Africa during apartheid. You see how these black African governments operates? All of them are the same. All of them are the same. Like us here, if we complain to our president about the flooding of illegal immigrants in our country, they will come and blame us. They don't want to solve those problems. They will tell us about Africanism. They will tell us about the brotherhood and all this. You cannot tell me, Uguti, we are brothers. You come to my country. You came to destroy my youth. You came to destroy my country with powder. You are kidnapping my people. You are unaliving people. You are doing all sorts of horrible things to us. but you are calling us brothers. No, it doesn't work like that. Ghanaians, please, guys, focus. Don't lose focus. And you, South Africans, don't lose focus. Let's just sort this thing out and move on. That's what I can say. Because I've seen a lot of Nigerians now claiming, you Ghanaians, you see, those people are xenophobic. You have to come together with us so that we fight South Africans. The same Nigerians who are destroying Ghana want to come together with Ghanaians to fight South Africans. Oh no, guys, don't allow them. So guys, let me know what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, to like and share the video. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.